We find ourselves in the middle of wedding season once more, which is good news for those of us who thrive upon free booze, which I think is the majority of the world's population, save a couple of guilt-ridden, bleeding heart types who feel awful when someone else regurgitates a story about a friend of theirs who's having a really tough time of it. Like the worst thing that's ever happened to them is hearing about someone else's misfortunes. There's just something so spectacularly brilliant about getting drunk on someone else's tab, which is something I think we can all relate to regardless of income. And if it's at a wedding, then the vast and rapid consumption of booze is fully justified, because you've probably spent about $200 on an espresso maker and a cup and saucer set, which is going to live in their basement for about 10 years until it's later sort of ousted at some yard sale. For some reason, whenever I'm at a celebration of this kind, I decide to completely avoid my regular tipple, which is some kind of beer, and plow straight into the gin and tonics. The rationale being that I think I can do much more damage to the bar tab if I drink double Bombays with just a dash of tonic. It also looks more appropriate, you know, drinking a cocktail, given the surroundings. And of course, if it's spilled onto someone's lovely dress or rented tux, it won't stain, but will leave them smelling crisp and refreshing. Now, you'd be forgiven for assuming that because I'm drinking as much as I can, as fast as I can, I'm going to get more drunk, which is simply not the case. Firstly, the occasion keeps you buoyed. You know, you have this extra energy. The sense of occasion gives you this elation, which, although I am no scientist, I'm convinced helps you process the booze more efficiently. Secondly, the food is also free at a wedding, so I try and scarf down as much of that as possible, which lines your stomach and allows you to consume more booze and gives you longevity to enjoy the jubilations. Finally, there is always a lot of dancing at weddings, you know, manic, crazy, persistent dancing, which allows you then to sweat out the booze as you're drinking it. See? So if anything, one needs to drink at a rapid pace just to maintain some kind of level of intoxication. Right? I rest my case. Do you take this gin and tonic to be your lawful wedded wife? I do. You may drink the gin. Thank you. I will.